All righty. Hey, everybody. Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. And I want to look at a couple of stocks that IBD featured today on their front page, AKRO and 89 Bio, a couple of biotech stocks where the companies, um, they announced some test results, positive test results for a liver disease treatment, which is a pretty cool thing. I think it was Akero that had the results, but then it boosts 89 Bio, which is a competitor. So it's nice, rising tide lifts all boats, that kind of thing. Looks like there's only two boats in the water, though. So we'll start here with the Caro. It's that Akaro, you say potato, I say potato. But you'll see results obviously were reported before the market opened. So the stock gaps up and virtually immediately sells off. Now, the same thing with 89 Bio. So what's the moral? What's the lesson here? Come on, man. Okay. So the stock gapped up 31, almost 32% at the open. This one, AKRO, stock gapped up, opened here, I guess. Yeah. So the stock gapped up 28, 29%, ran up a little bit, actually, to get all the bag holders in. It came up another 3.5 or 4% before it tanked. And so this is the thing. You've got this gap here, but it's so far back, you don't want to be looking at this dogmatically like a lot of people do and say, oh, it's going to fill the gap. It's a stupid way to look at this. It's a biotech stock. It's all over the place from like 12 bucks up to 60. Gap schmap, nobody cares. Same thing with ETNB. Oh, look, it filled the gap. Yeah, on the gap up and now on the way down. So what I'm saying is these gaps back here aren't important when there's all this other volatility going on. All a gap tells you is there's been no trading on this particular day from here to here. That's it. It doesn't mean that if the stock starts breaking out above here that it's magically going to run all the way up. What's really important is that there was a lot of trading volume here. The stock had already been trending lower. Remember that for each share sold by somebody who wants to get out, somebody's buying that share who wants to get in. So the way this was working is even before today, let me get to this. Okay. Even before today, this is gonna have a lot of tough sledding, trying to get up there, bumping up against the 200-day moving average, that type thing. And then AKRO, similar type of deal, different chart, different company, different stock, but the same dynamics. And then boom, we get this. So here's the lesson, boys and girls. The lesson is that if you see a particularly biotech, because there's companies in this group, it's like the whole group. If you just look at the ETFs, they're kind of starting to pick up a little bit. You're seeing the, you're seeing this start to work, but you don't want to be trading the IBB because they got a bunch of crap biotechs in there too. So you got to kind of find your winners. But the point is, with this kind of volatility, anytime a stock gaps up so much, you have to sell into that because that is the nature of volatility. Volatility means going both ways wildly and unpredictably. And if a stock's just going straight up all the time, think like an NVIDIA or something like that. Boy, that's sure a volatile stock. Look at it go. That's not volatility. That's just alpha. That's just a stock beating the snot out of the S&P or the NASDAQ 100. That's just keep going in the same direction all the time. I'll take 9 of those. Thank you very much. But this is volatility. So this is the kind of thing you got to sell into that. You got to be selling into this, particularly this one. I mean, this thing right off the bat, I think there's one guy that bought right here, and hopefully he's not still holding the stock. So when a stock starts selling off like this, you got to get out. Just get out of the stock. Let somebody else take this. And then what are you going to do right now? Absolutely nothing. These are not buyable stocks. Oh, but it's up almost 6% today. Yeah, it's up almost 6%. But think about it this way, it's down almost 20% from the high. This level matters a heck of a lot more than this one. This level does not matter at all. It has no bearing on anything remotely worthwhile. Volume was over 6 million shares today. The average trading volume is like 1.4 million. So this was a huge day. This is all the resistance, all the support you care about. And this is nothing but pain on this chart. Same thing here, nothing but pain. Just stay away from these things. The fact that they're in IBD, that's great, but IBD doesn't pound the table and say, buy, buy, buy. They're just giving you the information. So you can go ahead and watch these stocks, but frankly, I think both of them are dead. They're dead stocks. They trade like hell. They're just horrible stocks to trade. So don't just go out there and buy them. Okay. And guess what? That's all I have to say about that.